Hi everyone, Chris again. This is video 7. This video I'd like to talk a little bit about my recent trip to Venezuela and the impact that the United States economic sanctions has had there. So if you're not familiar with what's been going on in Venezuela, I would encourage you to read about it. But there is an ongoing economic crisis. So people currently there are making an average of about $9 a month. Food is more expensive in Venezuela than in Canada. So, for example, you get a Whopper there, it's about 15 bucks for one Whopper. It's more than they make an entire month. So, you can imagine that this has resulted in a lot of people being forced to leave Venezuela. Venezuela is a country that once thrived. It is a country that has a tremendous amount of resources in terms of things like oil. So, for example, like there's so much oil there that it is cheaper than water. You can fill your car up with gas for less than $1. However, a lot of other things there are a lot more expensive. Most things are more expensive. So $9 a month, trying to live on that, what that would be like. So what this has resulted in is people that can afford to leave Venezuela, many of them have. A lot of people are stuck, they can't afford a passport to leave. The people that are still in Venezuela, what I've seen on the ground there was streets with tremendous amounts of garbage and covered in dog urine, and people picking through this. It doesn't matter what's in it, dirty diapers, whatever. Pick up old moldy bread. There's kids 4 or 5 years old, their families are doing this. You look at the economic impact this has had. Countries like Venezuela and Cuba, these countries are now, people are making less than they are in Africa. So it's a major problem there. And people are literally starving to death. So the United States sanctions have really made it difficult for the government of Ecuador to be able to cope with this type of thing. I mean, it's I talk in other videos about the United States carrying out genocide and economic warfare against individuals. Well, they do it against entire nations too. So I mean, there's powerful corporations out there that, with a multinational corporation may potentially generate more revenue than the entire GDP of the country it's in. So these people have massive political influence. So anyways, because again the corporate component ties into the intelligence component. I've talked in previous videos about Special Operations Command, carrying this program out on people in 149 countries. The brains of it, largely coming from the CIA clandestine services, the Special Activities Division, is under. They do not want information about this program released. That's why there's so much censorship around it, and people don't understand that. Like they often ask, well, they want you dead, they just shoot you. Well, no, not when there's millions of people. They can't just kill millions of people. Germany tried that, didn't work out for them. Well, what they're doing is a much more effective means to carry this type of thing out. So a lot of people think that when Germany did it, the United States had stopped that. What they don't know is that they actually recruited the Nazi scientists into the United States to continue the research. This was done under Operation Paperclip. If you don't know anything about it, I encourage you to read about it. But people don't, for some reason, because of the propaganda, people don't think that the U.S. is capable of this type of thing. starve kids to death in Venezuela. But they, yeah, of course they are. Of course they are. The government carries out acts of terrorism. This has come out and been acknowledged. During Operation Northwoods, for example, the American government voted chief, what was it, 12 or 13 chief justice, I forget, it's a long time to read the article. But I mean, they were talking about carrying domestic terrorist attacks, blowing up American planes, so that they could blame it on Cuba, start a war with Cuba. And, you know, the military-industrial complex makes huge profits. People die. So, yeah, so they're absolutely capable of this type of thing. And, you know, Vladimir Putin has come out and said 95% of terrorist attacks are being orchestrated by the CIA. They often maintain 2 or 3 degrees of separation from this thing so they can maintain plausible deniability, which is smart. These people are not stupid. So, and you know, you see this type of thing happening to Julian Assange right now. This is a prime example of what my book is about. Talk about corporations and government being above the law and how we have this two-tiered justice system. Well, that's a prime example right there. Julian Assange is a man who published government crimes, yet he remains in isolation, being tortured, while the people who carry them out continue to carry them out and be free. Like, where's the support? Like, a lot of the journalists and stuff have abandoned him. They've written pro-American propaganda against him. And what they're doing to him is no different than what they're doing to a lot of people in this program. There was talk recently from Rafael Correa, the former president of Ecuador, who has much less American ties than the current president, Lenin Moreno. We're seeing a shift in policies there with asylum access being shut down and all that. So there's tremendous political pressure to turn over Julian Assange to the American government and to have essentially some kind of kangaroo court or something where they will try him and charge him. He'll be charged probably under the Espionage Act. If you're not familiar with it, go through it. There's sections in there about the Espionage Act where they can, you're legally not allowed to provide a defense. It's ridiculous. It's, you know, these archaic draconian policies need to be updated and used appropriately. Julian Assange is a journalist. He's not a foreign intelligence agent, or despite the propaganda out there. And that one of the things that came out of these Vault 7 files, when we talk about framing Cuba, they do this to individuals as well, this fake war on terrorism. So the Vault 7 files, you'll see different things in there. Some of the revelations that Samsung Smart TVs, when turned off, turn into a camera. This is not paranoia, it's not conspiracy. This is a government document stating this has happened. So if there's psychiatrists out there, this is in the government document. This is real. So anyone that has a false belief that this is not happening has, in psychiatric terms, a delusion. So yes, this is real. The other thing, they hack into electrical systems of cars, which certainly could facilitate assassinations, I imagine. And one of the interesting findings I got was that they developed a technology where they can leave digital fingerprints on one computer to make the information seem as though it came from another computer. Perfect for bringing people as terrorists. So, in any event, all this stuff is or was classified, because they don't want people to know that how they use it and abuse it. So, they tried to frame me the first day I escalated my report to the president of the university since that time, and harassed me and everything else. And just going back to my time in Venezuela, like on my Facebook, you see that testimony that by another individual that was with me at the time I was robbed. And about the university, how the reason for the stop when I came out was when he pulled me aside, he told me it was related to the university tax files. It's just because I left Canada doesn't mean you have to pay university taxes. So what he said, so these this whole notion of these university taxes has been a recurring theme that I've been harassed about, received phone calls about, etc. And you see this in the videos I've posted. Videos of these phone calls about university taxes. And the university tax files are the bills they take out. They think it's funny. They steal from me a few university tax files here. That's what they do. And they want me to know that this is connected. That's why they tell me it. So they know there's nothing we can do about it. Nothing I can do about it. Other than raise awareness about what's happening. And they think that this is amusing because they know that they're above the law. And that's a problem. It's a big problem. So, to anyone out there who is not familiar with the ongoing economic crisis in Venezuela, people are desperately trying to get money for passports to leave the country. So if there's any way you can help these individuals out, I would encourage you to do so, because that could essentially save a life. And I hope the United States government changes its policy on this type of thing and stops the economic war against the people in Venezuela. There's a lot of really nice people there. It's just unfortunate what they have done. So that's probably all I want to talk about. I guess one other thing I should mention is, like in a previous video, I talked about this program being run, where they are carrying out like Zerzaxing on people. So, guys, like with this fake war of terrorism that started, if you go through and you look at the statistics and the epidemiology around things like suicide rates and homicide rates, what you'll see is since 2001 there's been a 30% increase in suicide rate. I say 2001 because you think of the 9/11 incident when this war on terror just erupted and exponential dollars went to the intelligence agency. Well, with all this extra money going to the intelligence agency, why are suicide rates at 30%? Why are homicide rates dramatically increasing? Because they're creating terrorists through torture. They are acting as terrorists, terrorizing people, causing them to dissociate, and or these people are just desperate to be killed. The things I've been through, I think it's worse than being murdered, literally. And I'm not exaggerating about that. It is, when they come after you, they really destroy every aspect of your life. And with the PTSD and stuff, they like to try to trigger memories of these events. So, for example, like with the flashing light I referred to in a previous video, at the end of being harassed, attacked, then when you see a flashing light, which is a common everyday stimuli, it might just be a flashing light, but it triggers memories of this. So you get these feelings all the time. So they don't want to, they have no interest in helping you. This is a program designed to torture and kill people. And it's often done under the facade that the person's psychotic. So you show up for a wellness check like in the previous video and claim the person is psychotic or self-defense and you shoot them. So nobody does it. So, so anyways, I encourage everybody to read The Intercept, WikiLeaks, globalresearch.ca, Michelle Chesedovsky, great writer, the whole team, WikiLeaks, Global Research, I think, deserve an award, and Intercept, for having the courage to speak the truth in a society where it is now criminalized. So anyways, that's all I have to say for now. And for the other journalists out there who may be working in the corporate media, or government, whatever, these journalists need to be left alone so they can do their job. And dozens of organizations have filed complaints about national security letters because they couldn't report on certain topics. To those journalists, you guys all went into it to report news, do honest, unbiased reporting, sure. And when you got into it, you realize that there's a lot of corruption and censorship. So, which stories make the air? So, I encourage you to remember why you got into the profession in the first place. And don't be silent on this issue that is going on essentially globally. This war on whistleblowers and people that are opposing the pro-war agenda. So, video's getting pretty long. I'll shut it down. Alright, take care of yourself, guys. I hope you're all well. And if anybody can help in terms of getting the book published, because my bank cards were shut down, so I couldn't do that, would be a great help. Happy to compensate you. Just transfer me money maybe once every 3 months or something. And also if they could contact the doctor, Dr. Kim White, Parish Road Health Center, and Dr. Andy McLean of Ravine's Medical Center to inform them that I've received 2 diagnoses of PTSD and I'm trying to contact them for help with that. And also, it's like I've seen psychologists as well who've come to the same conclusion with PTSD. It'd be nice to open a claim in Canada. Obviously, I can't return. So if somebody can assist with that, would be good. Because things have been tough. Venezuela, is blacklisted. I'm blacklisted period. So in Venezuela, if I went into a bank, if I got into the bank, a lot of times they would shut me down at the door. Wouldn't let me in. Not for any reason. It'd be my first time going to the bank. Don't know anybody there. They just come over, wave their finger, shut the door. Yeah. It's unbelievable. And then I can't change money, so I'll be stuck without being able to change my money. So I go days at a time without food or water. It's hot there, right? So I think the longest one was 3 days. I couldn't change money. I got sick down there. I couldn't get basic medical care because they would not change my money. I was being turned away at the bank. Yeah, that's what blacklisted is. So this time I'm really done. If you've taken the time to tune in, I appreciate it. I know not everyone has time to read my book, so I've made these videos to trying to spread information and pass information along. Thanks, guys. Take care.